So hello guys, today I'll be making very important video of Selenium, and this video will have mainly all Selenium technical interview questions, right? Because wherever you will go for any interview, they will ask you all technical questions in Selenium, right? So today I thought of making a video which includes everything, all possible questions. I mean, there could be some questions which you might get new, but majority of questions whatever I am going to make today, they will ask you in that. Okay, so this is brief introduction about me. This is my Facebook page, and if you like my Facebook page, you will get all the notifications. And this is my YouTube channel where I upload all my video, right? So today I will start with all important questions of Selenium. Like, what are the important questions of Selenium, right? We will go one by one and we will try to understand like how many questions we have into a Selenium. Let's say if you go for the interview, they will ask you how to verify alert, present in the UI or not, right? If they will ask you how to verify alert present on the UI or not, so you can write that I have already made one object of Firefox driver, right? WebDriver new Firefox driver. Okay, this is very basic. This is I'm not going to talk how to make the object, right? So to verify the alert present on the UI or not, what you can do is you can write driver dot switch to dot alert. Okay, you can verify like this. So what you can do is this you can put into a try block. Okay, you can put into a try block, and in a catch you can catch the exceptions if it is not present, right? So here you can write return true, and here you can write return false, right? But since this is a method, you will get an error here because this method is returning void and this function is returning boolean. So what I will do is I will cut from here. I will make one method, public void, this method is returning boolean, right? So public boolean is alert present. So you can make one method, you can write this piece of code, right? Okay, this you are getting a problem because I'm initializing driver here. So what I will do is I will make this as a global variable. I will make this driver as a global variable, so you will not get this compile time issue. Okay, so this is one questions they will ask you, how to make sure that page has alert. So you can make one small method saying that I will make this method, and wherever I have to verify that, I will call this method. This method I will make return true, return false. So this is one method, right? Is alert present, right? So that's how you can verify. Then second question should be how to accept the alert or dismiss the alert. So again, this is very simple. To accept the alert or to dismiss the alert, what you can do is driver dot switch to dot alert, right? Dot accept. So this is the method available in Selenium, driver dot switch to alert dot accept. So this will accept the pop-up, and if you want to dismiss it, similarly you can write driver dot switch to dot alert dot dismiss. Okay, there are two methods, one will accept the alert and one will dismiss the alert. Now if you want to get the text of the alert, how you will do that? If you want to get the text of the alert, what you can do that? So you can do one thing. You have to get the alert of the text. So what you can do is you can write driver dot switch to dot alert. Okay, make the object of alert, right? You can write here text is equal to, okay, so this will return you the alert class. Then you can write here syso text dot get text, right? So this will give you the text of the alert, right? This will give you the text of the alert. So till here it was all about alert questions. Like this many questions they can ask you in the interview related to alert. So you should prepare well, right? Whenever you are going for the interview, they can ask you this many questions on the alert, like how to accept the alert, how to dismiss the alert, how to verify alert is present, right? How to get the text of the alert, right? So these are the questions they can ask you related to alert, right? After the alert, they can ask you how to select the frame, how to select the frame. This could be another questions. Similarly, you can do driver dot switch to dot iframe, switch to frame, yes, frame, switch to frame, right? So you can switch to frame based on two things, based on the name, based on the index, and based on the object, right? You can switch to frame based on three ways: based on the name, based on the index, based on the web element. So here I will switch based on the index. I want to switch to my first alert, so I can switch based on index, right? Second is I can switch based on name. I can switch based on name. I can write here frame based on name I want to switch, so I can switch based on name, right? And one could be based on web element, I mean based on the element we can switch. So we have three ways to switch to the frame dot frame, and we can use this web element. So here we can write driver dot find element dot by dot, I can write XPath or tag name or CSS, anything I can use. I can use XPath. Okay, so here you can write your XPath of the tag, right? I'm not writing here because here my aim is not to teach you the XPath. Here my aim is to teach you the all interview questions, like what are the questions you can get in the interview, right? So these are the three ways where you can select the frame. Now frame is over. Now we'll go for something else. Now I will teach you what are the window handles method available in Selenium, right? So you have two methods available in Selenium, basically three methods available in Selenium for window handles. One is driver dot get window handles, right? Get window handle. This will give you the parent window ID. This will give you the parent window ID, right? This will give you the parent window ID, right? And basically this will be unique ID, right? So get window handle will give you the unique ID, and this will give you the only parent window ID. I mean the window on which you are performing these actions, you will get ID for that particular window, right? So this will give you the parent window, I mean the window on which you are performing the actions. Now you have one more method. What one more method is, you have something called driver. You have one more method available called driver dot get window handles, right? This will give you all the windows open on the UI, right? This will give you all the windows open on the UI, and basically this will give you the set of a string. Okay, this will give you the set of a string. So that get window handles will give you all the windows. Get window handles will give you all the windows opened on the UI. Let's say it has 4 window, it will give you the 4 window. So how once you get the idea of all the windows, how you will work on that? It's very simple. What you can do is you can put iterator, because it's a set, right? It is a set of a string. And guys, this is very important questions. I always ask this in interview, like when you what is the return type of get window handle? So you have to say set. Few people they will say list, and we know that list allows duplicacy, but this get window handles you will get always unique window name, right? Unique window ID. So you have to say it will return the set of a string, right? It will return the set of the string. Now I can put iterator here, and I will just iterate over it. So I'm just putting the iterator, and here I will write all window, right? Now if I have to switch on the window, what I can do is, to switch on the window, simple, I can do I'm used of putting spaces here. Driver dot what I can do, manage dot switch window. No, I think it's not present inside the manage. I think driver dot switch to window, I think. Yeah, it is a switch to window, right? Here you can supply all window. So let's say you have two window, right? So you can write like this: parent window is nothing but the first window dot next, right? So this is nothing but the first window, right? So this is nothing but the first window. So you can switch like this: parent window, like this. Okay, this is the first window. And if you want to switch to the second window, similarly you can write. And let's say you have only two window. I'm giving an example. I'm considering that I have only two windows, so I will get only two window ID, and you can write here child window dot next, right? Since it is a iterator, it will go to the next pointer, right? So this is next, right? So that's how window handles work, right? That's how, when you want to get only single window, you can use get window handle, and this get window handles will give you all the window present on the UI. The first iterator, next will be the parent, and second will be the child. Now the questions is, interviewer will ask you, assume that you are on child window, you want to come back to the parent window. How you will do that? There is a way in Selenium, right? If you are at the child window and you want to come back to the parent window or default window, right? If you are at the child window and you want to come back to the default window, how you will do that? There is one method available in Selenium: driver dot switch to dot something called default content. Okay, so this driver dot switch to default content will get you back to the default page, right? Driver dot switch to dot default content will get you to the default content. So this is all about the windows. Now I will show you about the wait conditions available in Selenium. What are the wait conditions available in Selenium, right? What are the wait conditions available in Selenium? So we have two wait mainly: implicit wait and explicit wait, right? So we have two wait mainly: implicit wait and explicit wait. Then I will tell you the difference. First we will try to understand what is implicit wait. So we have driver dot manage dot timeouts dot implicit wait dot, I am saying that wait for 30 seconds, and my time unit is time unit dot in seconds, right? So this is your implicit wait. So this implicit wait basically is applicable for entire page. So whenever you will write at the top of your page, whenever you will write at the top of your page, whenever you will write at the top of your class, whenever you will write at the top of your class, this is applicable for entire page, right? So this driver will wait till 30 seconds to load all the DOM of the page, right? To all DOM of the page, and if it will not load it in 30 seconds, it will give timeout exception, right? It will give you timeout exceptions. So this is called implicit wait. Then what is explicit wait? Implicit wait means it is applicable for entire page, right? Simple definition: it is applicable for entire page, and it will wait till 30 seconds if page is not loaded. If it is loaded before that, it will continue. If it is loaded before that, it will continue. Then what is explicit wait? Selenium has one more wait, that is called explicit wait. In explicit wait, what we do is, we have one class in Selenium called WebDriver wait. We have something called WebDriver wait in Selenium. So here I will supply driver, and here I will say wait for 30 seconds, right? So in Selenium we have something called WebDriver wait. Okay, first what you have to do is, you have to make the object of the WebDriver wait. You have to supply the driver, and you have to supply the maximum time for that you want to wait. This is called WebDriver wait. And then we will write wait dot until, okay, wait dot until, and then we have to write expected condition dot visibility, sorry, conditions, why it is not coming, conditions, it should be yes, visibility. See, you have basically, you know, four methods available. Visibility of all elements, visibility of element located by, and visibility of element located. So I will use this visibility of element located, and here I will supply my locator, here I will supply my locator, here I will supply by dot, you know, XPath, and then this XPath, right? So here I will supply my XPath. So here the explicit wait, where it is important, explicit wait where it is important. Assume that you have one scenario where your page will get loaded, okay, you have one scenario where your page will get loaded, but one advertisement pop-up will appear after 30 seconds on your page, right? You have a scenario where your page will get loaded, but your advertisement pop-up will appear after 10 seconds. So where you can go for explicit wait, right? There implicit wait will not be applicable, because implicit wait is for page, right? It is not for particular element. Or explicit wait, you can go, let's say you have a state, based on a state in a drop down, district is getting populated, based on the state district is getting populated, so that will take another 10 seconds to load. So there you can go for explicit wait. So these are the main two waits we have in the Selenium. Even we have, you know, pulling interval, JavaScript, that will be seen, you know, later. Now very important questions, people will ask you how to do mouse over, in Selenium. So you will have something called action class, ACTI1 action, ACT is equal to, you have to make the object of action class, you have to make the object of action class, right? You have to make the object of actions class, and you have to supply the driver instance to the class. So should I have interactions? Yeah. And then okay, change type to actions. Okay, it is actions basically. Yeah, so it is actions basically. So how to do mouse over? You have to first make the object of actions class, and then you write ACT dot move to element. Okay, you have something called, you know, move to element, and you can write here driver dot, because it will take the web element, so you can supply here like this, XPath dot build dot perform. Okay, that's how you do mouse over. Okay, you have to make the object of action class, move to the element, build dot performs. That's how you do mouse over, right? Now another important questions people will ask you, how to select, you know, the data in the drop downs, how to select data in the drop downs. So here what you have to do is, you have to make the object of select class, you have to make the object of select class, and here you have to supply the element is nothing but driver dot find element by dot XPath, right? You have to make the object of, you know, select class, and you have to supply the element for which you are selecting it, and then you write select dot, you have three methods available. Okay, first you have select by index, there is one, this you can select by index. Let's say I want to select the earth number. Okay, then what you have is select dot select by value, if you want to select by value, right? And then you have something called shell dot select by visible text, like if you want to select by text. So you have three things, text. Okay, So these are the three things available for the select. So first what you have to do is you have to make the object of select class, and then you have three methods available: select by index, select by value, select by visible text, right? Now there is one more options available. Let's say if somebody will ask you how to get the all data of the drop downs, right? If somebody will ask you how to get the data of the drop down, say that we have one method available, select dot get options. Okay, select that get options, and if you'll get the return type of that, it will give you list of web element. Okay, this is nothing but list of web elements, right? Now yeah, this is all about select class. Now people will ask you how to do mouse over how to do drag drop. That is another very important questions. How to do drag drop? It's very simple. Again, what you have to do is you have to make the object of actions class. You have to make the objects of actions class. You have to supply driver here, and this is very simple. Actually it looks tough, but it's very simple. You have to make the object of actions class, then you write sct1 dot drag drop, right? Source and destination. So this is my source, driver dot I want to drag by dot xpath, and then my destination is driver dot small, driver dot find element by dot xpath, and this is my destination, right? So this is done. That's how you can do drag drop. So this is important for a drag drop, like how you can do a drag drop. So this is important for a drag drop, right? Now guys, one more important things I forgot to tell you. Here, as I told you, you have three different conditions available here. So interviewer will ask you like what are the methods available in WebDriver wait for expected conditions. So you have something called visibility of element located by, also you have, okay, visibility of all elements, like what are the elements you want to wait, and visibility of web element, right? So basically you have four methods, so please try to remember it. One, you have visibility of all elements, visibility of all elements located by, and all element located, right? So these are the very important questions they will ask you in the interview. Even I ask, so I want you to know that. Now how to get a screenshot in Selenium? Very important questions, everybody will ask you. It's very favorite questions, like how to get a screenshots in Selenium. Very important questions, how to get a screenshots in Selenium. So guys, directly you cannot get the screenshot in the Selenium. Directly you cannot get a screenshot of the Selenium. You have to cast your driver with the take a screenshot class. You have to cast your driver with the take a screenshot class. So how you have to do is you have to write like this. You have to write driver, okay, and not, see, you don't have something called get a screenshot. You don't have at all get a screenshot, right? So you have to cast your driver. How to cast that? Do you know casting? I have to make one Java video on that, because casting I have not made till now. So you have one method available called take a screenshot, okay, and you have to cast a driver with take a screenshot. Cast it, okay. I have casted with take a screenshot. No, not like this. How you have to cast is you have to close here, and here it's required one more bracket. Yeah, done. Casting is done, right? I have casted the driver. Now you can do, you will have method available get. Oh, you don't have. One second, am I doing something wrong? Take a screenshot, right? Then I'm okay. I was casting the driver, okay. Dot get a screenshot as. See, this is the method available. So to get the screenshot in Selenium, first of all you have to cast your driver with the take a screenshot, and here what you have to write is you have to write what is your output file type, right? What is your output type dot file, right? because you want to get your screenshot in terms of file, so you have to specify your output file type. You have to write output file type as a file, right? So you have to supply output file type as a file, and this will give you a file of the screenshot, scr file. This will give you the file of the screenshot. After that, what you have to do is you have to copy this file to your physical locations, right? Because this file is nothing but object. Now this object you have to copy. So Java, you'll have one method available, file utils, yeah. So you'll have something called file utils dot there should be one method available. I think am I doing something wrong? Wait. File utils, okay, why it is not coming? File reader, file file utils dot copy file. Okay, yeah. So it, basically don't get afraid of this, what Apache com. This is nothing but the package. Okay, inside the package you have one class file utils, and you have something called copy file. So you can just tell that file utils dot copy file. Okay, src file is nothing but this file. This is the file, and then you can say your destination file, like where you want to store. So here also you have to make basically the object of file, because you have to give your system locations where you want to store. Without giving system locations, it will not store. So what you have to do is you have to give something called C drive, something called like this, test, something called, assume that a screenshot, and you can supply the login, and then you can write .png. Okay, yeah, this will give the exceptions input output, because this is a file type. So like this you can write file utils.copy file, and this, what is this src file? The src file which has been captured by the driver on the runtime, and then this file basically you are copying to your system locations. Okay, so this is the file which is captured on the runtime, and this file, new file something, right, login.png. so I want to store this file with the extension png in my local system. So that's how you'll work on the screenshot. Now the screenshot is over. Now what else is remaining in Selenium interview questions? So wait is over, mouse over is over, and frame is over, right? Yeah. So one more questions. What sometimes interviewer will ask you how to get the coordinate of window. Okay, how to get the coordinate of a window. So how to get the coordinate of window, like x coordinate and y coordinate. You have method available called driver dot, you have some method available, driver dot manage dot get driver dot manage dot window, actually window dot get position. You have something called get position dot get x, right? That's how you will get coordinate of x coordinate of the window. Similarly, if you want to get the y coordinate of the window, you can write here get y. So this will give you the xy coordinate, right? And if you want to get both in one shot, you can just write position. Okay, So if you store this into a variable, if you store this into a variable, right, you will get something called point. You will get a point. Point is a class available, sorry, point is an interface available in Selenium. So if you write something called position dot, here also you can get, get x, right, and this is another way to get the x and y, and you can get y. That's how you can get the coordinate. Hope you guys are understanding, because here today my aim is to make all in Selenium interview questions. Now what else remaining? This is done, this is done. Yeah, sometimes they will ask you in the interview how to navigate forward and navigate backward in Selenium. So we'll have something called driver dot navigate, right, dot forward. So this you can when you are working with web pages, basically you can navigate forward and backward. So this is the way where you can navigate forward and backward. These are the two ways where you can navigate forward and backward. So these are the very important things. Now what are more important questions? Yeah, what could be, yeah, sometimes they will ask you, let's say you are working on some page, and how you will get the URL of that page, right? How you will get the URL of that page? Very important questions. You can get like driver dot get current URL. Yeah, this will give you the URL of the page. So you can store into a variable, and you can initialize the variable. So this will be a string, right? So this will give you the current URL of the page, right? How to get the title of the page? Driver dot get title. This will give you the title, right? This will give you the title, and this will give you the current URL, right? Now this is done, this is done, this is done. Yeah, how you can count similar object present on the UI. How you can count similar object, okay, how you can count similar object present in the UI? Very simple. You can write driver dot find elements by dot xpath. So whatever element will match with this xpath, right, you will get all the counts. Dot, you have something method available called size, right? So this will give you total number of same element present on the UI, right? So this will give you the total number of same element present on the UI, right? So this will give you the total number of same element present on the UI. Now yeah, this will give you the total number of present on the UI. Now they will ask you, what is the syntax of following siblings and what is the syntax of preceding siblings? It's a very important question. People always will ask you. So you can write like this: driver dot find element by dot x path, and in the x path, after the x path, you can write here, in the x path itself you can write here, after x path you can write, first you write the x path, something called at id at name is equal to test. Okay, this is your x path, and after that how you can write it? You can write like this: following slash sibling colon and td2 second to do. So that's how you can write following siblings. Similarly, they will ask you the syntax for preceding siblings. Nothing, just instead of following you can write preceding siblings, right? Similarly, they will ask you how to get the child of the locator based on the x path. So instead of, you can do a spell check if some spelling is wrong. you can write here just child. Okay, so these are the syntax they will ask you to write in the interview, right? These are the syntax. Yeah, so sometimes what happens is interviewer will ask you, let's say you have similar kind of elements, you have similar kind of elements on the UI, how you will get the element number 5? It's very simple. You can write driver dot find elements by dot get all the element of similar kind, and then you can write like this, get of 5. Okay, so this will give you the fifth element present on the UI, right? Yeah, so what else remaining? Anything is remaining in Selenium? Yeah, few methods are available. Let's say you have something called checkbox, right? Sometimes you have a checkbox. How to make sure that checkbox is selected or not? So you have method available, driver dot find elements by dot xpath dot, so you have something called each selected. Okay, each selected, you have one method called each selected. How to check that whether element is displayed or not? How to check that whether element is present on the UI or not? Very similarly, like is selected, you have something called is displayed, and you have one more method available called is enabled, right? So these are the three methods available to check the checkbox is selected, is displayed, whether it is displayed on the UI or not, and to check that whether it is enabled or disabled, you have something called is enabled, right? Is enabled. So these are all Selenium API. Anything which we are missing? Anything which we are missing? So sometimes in interview they will ask you how to execute the JavaScript, how to execute the JavaScript in Selenium. That is very important question. Sometimes they will ask you how to execute JavaScript in Selenium. So you have something called JavaScript executor. Okay, you have something called JavaScript executor. This one, you have something called JavaScript executor. Yeah, so you have something called JavaScript executor. You have to cast your driver with this. You have to cast your driver with this. You can copy this. I will convert into a variable. Okay, so how to execute JavaScript in Selenium? So you can say that we need to cast the driver with the JavaScript executor. Okay, and then we can write here dot execute a script. Okay, you can write here execute a script, and inside the execute a script, you can supply some argument. You can supply some JavaScript argument, something called you have lot of ways actually. You can write some JavaScript like windows dot length, something like that. You can supply an argument 2, you can supply some element. Okay, you want to execute some element. What could be the ideal example here? Let's say you want to execute JavaScript, so what could be example here? I'll tell you. what you can write here, let's say something called window dot length. Yeah, so you can take one example like window dot length, that is nothing but it will give you the number of frames available on the browser. This is very interesting interview questions. Basically sometimes they will ask you how to get number of frames available on the browser. So you can write that we can use window dot length. So this will give us the number of this one window available on the UI, right? This argument is not required at all. So that's how you can run your JavaScript JavaScripts by casting your browser with a JavaScript executor. Now what could be other questions? Yeah, there could be some other questions like simple questions like how to it could be like how to maximize the window. Yeah, that could be one questions, like how to maximize the window. This could be one of the questions, like how to maximize the window. It could be one more questions like how to get the URL. So you have something called get. Inside that you can supply the URL of the application, right? And what else? Anything missing? Anything I'm missing? So I think almost I covered everything. Anything which I am missing here? Yeah, sometimes they will ask you in Selenium like what is the difference between this double slash and single slash. So double slash is a relative path and single slash is a absolute path. So this is the difference. Then they will ask you wait condition is done. Anything which I am missing? I'm trying to remember it, like if something which I am missing, so better I will write down here itself. So if anything which I am missing, yeah, sometimes they will ask you how to get the attribute value of how to get the attribute value from the web element. How to get the attribute value from the web element? So you can say like this: you have something called driver dot find element by dot xpath, okay, and you have one method available called get attribute, okay, and here you can supply the attribute name. Like let's say I want to get the name, so this will give me the name of that particular web element, right? Similarly you will have lot more things. You will have lot more things. What you have is, instead of get attribute, you will have lot more things. See, you have get text, get tag name, each selected, everything comes here, equals, get attributes, get css value, right? So you'll have lot more things. You'll have click, get size, get locations, clear, right? Submit, lot of things you have. Submit, right? Now how to perform, like when we do send keys, right? When we do send keys, let's say we have login page, we are supplying username, password, and then we have to click on the submit button. I don't want to click on the submit button. How I will achieve that? Similarly, what I can do is I can write driver.find element by xpath dot send keys, and here I can write keys. Here I can write keys dot enter, right? So this will also do the same job, okay? This will also do the same job. Like instead of entering the username, entering the password, and clicking on the enter button, even this will do the same job. So we can write driver dot find element and keys dot enter. Okay, we can write send keys dot enter. Similarly, we have some key options available. See, you'll have alt, arrow left. See, whatever you perform on the keyboard, right? You can use everything here. F1, F10, F7, all things are available here, right? So in send keys you can supply all that. Now sometimes very important questions they will ask you in the Selenium, like which yeah, this WebDriver wait. It's very important questions. They will ask you like why explicit wait. So you can always say that if I want to wait for a particular element, right? If I want to wait for the particular element, I can go for explicit wait. But let's say if I want to specify timeout for the entire page, I can go for the implicit wait. So I think I have covered maximum interview questions. Still I will make one more video. I'll try to figure out what I have missed in this video. Based on that I will make one more video. Okay, so thank you for watching this video, and if you like this video, please hit like button, subscribe my channel, comment down on my Facebook page if you want more video. Okay, once again thank you for watching this video.